Yeah, so you're saying like just as far as with producing, you really want to just take your career as a producer to the next level, and I guess you're looking for different ways that you could do that.
Yeah.
Let me ask you this question: how do you like as a producer? How do you promote yourself? I ask that.
Well, back then I used to promote myself manually. Like, I would hit up people, or I would find pages, some little promotion like that, pay a little money here and there,
Yeah.
get little results off of it, but it's not something that's major because it's just, okay, I'm not saying it's not major, but it's not like a waste of time, but it kind of is, man. So
As far as with what, like just working with different. As far as with what, like what was that in detail?
So in detail, okay, if there was a label, if there was someone who will promote you to your page and all of that, I would go through them. I would pay them like a small amount, maybe $50, maybe $100, and they'll promote my page on their page or promote my page to their audience or my content to their audience. I would get a little feedback off of it, but it was never anything like, okay, yeah.
Okay, so you were using okay, so you were using micro influencers to actually promote your brand.
Yeah.
Okay. I wouldn't. I guess was all right. Let me ask you this: was that page that only works if that page is kind of like your target audience? Like, what was that page's audience? Like, was it a music marketing? Instagram?
It was like, it's kind of like a hip hop. Like there's upcoming, it's like there's news, then there's events. It all circles around the term hip hop. So
okay. All right. So let me say this. I'll tell you something that you could do that literally you'll see results within 24 hours. It's something that people don't do. For example, Go on your phone right now. Can you talk to me and go on your phone?
Yeah.
Go. Let's pick a random artist because we could pick any artist. Let's say Tyga. Right? Go to Tyga's Instagram.
Okay.
All right. So you're on his Instagram. What do you see?
See his page, his profile picture, his followers, his bookings, agency, a couple of information in the bio, and then you scroll down, you see his page.
Have you worked with Tyga yet?
No.
So my question to you is, why haven't you emailed him? If his email is right there.
Yeah. Sometimes I believe.
Now, but you're going off of belief. That's an emotion. I'm going off of testing. Have you tested it?
I remember hitting up Tiger 3 months ago.
You get what I'm saying? So my thing is, you should be emailing 10 to 20 artists a day. That's how I got on, living in a small country town where nobody knew who the fuck I was. I had to figure out how to make it. And I realized everybody I want to work with has a booking email. So that means that it's going straight to their manager's phone. You know what I'm saying? So my thing is, if I wrote 10 to 20 a day, all I need is one yes to change my life.
Yeah.
So email him, do that 20 times a day, subject it important, and then write, hey, my name is, put your name. I'm a producer based out of, say, your city and state. I know this is a booking email. However, I'm not a booking agent, but I do have some tracks for your client that I know that will fit his style. You see what I'm saying? I'm kind of freestyling right now, but what I'm saying is they check every single email because the only way that he makes money doing shows is if people write that booking. And he's doing a lot of shows, which means that people are checking the email. Right? So I did like 6 tracks with Chris Brown, but I didn't meet him till like a year later. It didn't matter. I did a track with Nicki Minaj and Rick Ross. I met him later, but it didn't matter at that moment. I sent them a bunch of beats with a certain email script, a certain email template, and they wrote me right back. You got to remember, singers and it's not about who's the popular producer. Singers and rappers will sing and rap on anything that sounds good. Your job is to get to them. And what's the most efficient way to get to somebody and going into a whole new decade? Is through email marketing. So my thing is, everybody that you want to work with between Twitter, Facebook, and Instagram has a booking email there. So you should be actually hitting 10 to 20 of them a day, because you miss all the shots that you don't take. Because how else? What are you gonna do? Be old school like the 90s and just try to wait till you get your money up to move here and then try to be old school? While somebody like me, within 3 months, have knocked out what was going to take you 3 years to do.
Yeah.
So I don't know if that. Well, let me know if I'm blowing smoke. Let me know if that makes sense to you.
Oh yeah, it makes perfect sense. I even watched one of the videos about that. I actually incorporated some of that.
Right, but you should. But it's like doing 10 to 20 a day, because you got to think like the average guy. The average guy is writing like 5 to 10 females a day. He's DMing 5 to 10 females a day, right? But like I meet artists all the time. I know a few artists that's like they'll DM a girl so they can hit or smash, but they won't even DM one A&R so they could get their smash and hit heard. So it's the craziest concept. I will write a bitch to fuck before I write an A&R to get my music heard. It's the craziest fucking concept in here. And now we're getting into DMing marketing. Every gatekeeper and person that the artist signs to, or that every gatekeeper or manager that the artist is connected to has no fucking followers. So that means that there's a highly chance that they're going to see the DM that you send to them, because the spotlight's not on them. Everybody's looking at the puppet, the artist, but nobody's looking at the shoulders who the artist stands on. But that's the ones but that's what matters the most. You know how I got to Rick Ross? I was emailing him and he didn't respond. But guess what? I found a team around him and I got through him through his cameraman. You see what I'm saying? So every artist has a team. So you do your research on finding a team, and remember, the team is on Instagram and nobody follows them because nobody knows they exist. If you try to email an artist, you double back and you see who didn't email you back, and the second thing you do is you look up their DJ, because their DJ is one of the people closest to them, and usually they're not popular. So you can work out. So as a producer, you can work out a deal by saying, "Hey, if you plug me in with your art, with this artist, if they choose a track, I'll give you 10%." Now they have an incentive to work. Because remember, when you're like in the movie world, because I live in Hollywood, a lot of people, what they do is when they're trying to put the movie together, sometimes they don't have the funds, or sometimes they don't know a director that could shoot it. So what they do is whoever has the connections, they put them down as a producer.
Okay.
You see what I'm saying? So it's kind of like the same thing by saying that, all right, get with the team members, look around, look, Google their team, just look who they're around, and just everybody wants money. So once you talk money, that's boss talk. Nobody's turning money down. Like, yo, I give you a percentage, or I give you 10% if you connect me with blah, blah, blah. That's how you do business. And everybody's down to make a dollar. You see what I'm saying? So that's just another way that you could actually do it. You first try the booking email, and when that doesn't work, you then go to plan B. And you go, because if you can't get to them, you could get to the team member that gets to them. You could get to the gatekeeper that gets to them.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? So email the artist, number one. DM the artist, number two. And then DM the artist team.
Okay. So what number one was what?
Email the artist, the booking.
Okay. Email, DM,
and remember, some people still have their shit on Facebook. So a lot of times, like I find that the artists emails that's not in the Instagram is usually on the Twitter or Facebook.